We are dealing with a recalcitrant, deliberately defiant litigant. He is presently in defiance of the present contempt of court. This, of course, is undoubtedly a grave situation. It is a grave matter that there is a litigant who has continuously defined himself outside of the strictures of the law, defined himself outside of the ambit of constitutional authority, and defined himself outside of judicial authority. Firstly, the Constitutional Court is the highest court in the country. We know that as per Section 167 of the Constitution. But it is not only the highest court in the country, it is also the final court of appeal. There are no further appeals. When it has exercised the extraordinary power of granting direct access, it does so firstly, but crucially, finally. That means, in plain terms, a court inferior to the Constitutional Court may not interfere with a judgment or order granted by the Constitutional Court.
That's actually the discomfort that I have.
Yes.
If, for instance, I say I issue this order,
yes,
what will they say about the Constitutional Court orders?
Yes.
Because this is the apex court.
Yes, exactly. And once it has decided to be first and last, it's an extraordinary power. It has decided that no one else must hear the case, only us. And it has given an explicit order which is unambiguous. Mr. Zuma must go and present himself on Sunday. If he doesn't present himself on Sunday, tomorrow he must be arrested by the police. There is no ambiguity in that order. This is not up to a judge of a lower court. And your lordship would not be able to even interfere even if it had been issued by a judge lower than you.
And it says, in general, the High Court thus exercise the original authority of the state to resolve all disputes of any kind that are capable of being resolved by resort to law, unless that authority has been assigned to another court. I mean, my lord, it can never be clearer than that. So in short, my lord, unless the jurisdiction of this court is excluded by something which has not been said by anybody, then the jurisdiction of this court must exist. What does that tell us? It tells us two things: that where such punishment is needed, then the applicant is an accused person. And if he's an accused person, then he must be afforded his rights in terms of 35(3), which were denied in this particular case. What are those rights? They are the rights to a fair trial. And that's what this whole case is all about. So, my lord, with the greatest respect, there's nothing that stands between this court and granting the order sought. At least nothing that has been presented to your lordship by my learned friends.